I need to send this video to the two presidents, that is Honorable Hakachilema and Honorable Mnangagwa. You see, this is what happens in my mind. I'm just thinking aloud. Now that we have nickel plant in Zambia that has started off, and we also have an iron ore mine that is starting off in Zimbabwe. Now, to produce this stainless steel, as I was doing some reading here in the afternoon, to manufacture stainless steel, one needs the raw material of iron ore. You need nickel, you need chromium, you need silicon, and other minerals. Then you melt them together to produce the stainless steel. So I'm just thinking loudly that one of the first intergovernmental treaties that must be signed must be between Zambia and Zimbabwe. Zambia, you give us the nickel, we mix it here with the iron ore, boom, we have stainless steel. Or better still, Zambia, you open up the nickel plant and you buy the iron ore from Zimbabwe. Boom! You can produce the steel also in Zambia. And I think these are the intergovernmental conversations that we need to be talking. That it's just a stone throw away from Zambia to Zimbabwe. We just share one border. We even have a railway line that is running between Zambia and Zimbabwe. There's no better opportunity for SADC leaders. Stop taking pictures in SADC. Start talking business. Share your strategic plans as government. What are you planning to do? What are you planning to do? Which industries are coming in your area? Which industries are coming in your area? Unite these programs together. Stop thinking in silos, small little silos. Let's begin to think as a collective. How can Zimbabwe benefit from the Zambia deal? And how does Zambia benefit from the Zimbabwean deal? And therefore we can, frankly speaking, ideologically speaking, Zimbabwe and Zambia coming together on the nickel deal and the iron ore deal, Zimbabwe and Zambia can produce and become one of the biggest steel manufacturing companies in the world over. We have the steel because we have the nickel plus the iron ore. What's missing on that equation? And if we can begin, common people, political people, and business people begin to think in this unified fashion, I think that if I had all the money in the world, I will be paying for a flight for Hakainde and pay a flight for Honorable Mnangagwa and put them in one room and say, show me your cards. I'll show you my cards. We put those cards together. The games can begin. Africa can transform only as we begin to think as a collective and stop thinking as individual countries. Start thinking as a collective. This still, of course, we cannot speak development, construction, car manufacturing, furniture, utensils, name it. Steel is one of the biggest commodities that we have for the development of this country. So here we are. Here we are. Before I close the day, to hear two good news back to back. This one is for Zambia. This one is for Zimbabwe. They all reached my mind. We have nickel that side. We have iron ore this side. This one is planning to build up a big iron manufacturing mine plant. This one is planning to build a big nickel plant. And then all of them are selling these materials to the rest of the world. How about we start talking of how do we consolidate our resources so that as a collective we can begin to produce the final byproducts of our own raw materials. I've said it and I'll say it again. Every time you are exporting raw materials out of your countries, you are exporting your jobs and your industries and your manufacturing plants. Nigeria, wake up, wake up. Start processing, purifying your oil. Stop selling crude oil, barrel crude oil. That results in poverty. Start processing your oil. Start making your chocolates. Start making your steel. Start making the final products, the jewelry, the diamonds, the necklaces, the rings. Go to Arwep, go to Europe, buy these jewelers who know how to make these things. Bring them here, pay them good monies, and produce those very fine products, the Chanels and the rest of them, the Tiffany's of this world. We can have those products right at our doorsteps. When our tourists come here, they must be able to buy these expensive jewelries and etc. at a wholesale price, for we have them in abundance on our local soil. So yes, good news for Zambia, good news for Zimbabwe in one blessed day. And we can begin to talk about the biggest manufacturers of steel in the world. And remember, the Rockefellers in America made their billions to start up the banking system from the steel business. So yes, steel is big money, because the entire infrastructure development program relies on the production of iron and steel. With those few words, I wish a conversation to continue. Let's continue talking intergovernmental conversations, seeking for synergies and symbiotic relationships that can transform our African continent into a hub of business and development, employment for our young people, and GDPs and good financial returns for the common people. With those few words, I thank you. A luta continua. Maybe the Rhodesia concept of Zimbabwe, Zambia, and Malawi, we should start talking. We were once united by the white people. I don't know why we are now divided by the black people. Come together as countries, feed from each other, and let us grow this Africa to become the Africa that we want, to the United Kingdoms of Africa. I thank you.